Today we are going to watch the biggest storm of the tournament so far, which was T1 against C9. And quite a weak showing from C9, I have to say. It was a bit disappointing. They nearly got perfect gamed, and yeah, we are going to look where are the weaknesses, what are the problems. I think I watched over it like one time or 1.5 times. It's pretty clear to see biggest problem, jungle and mid lane, and they don't have a clue what to do with Bel'Veth. And it really showed, and they lost the game in like the first 10 minutes really hard in like every instance. So first thing we have to think about when we pick a pick like Bel'Veth is what are her strengths. Her strengths are clearly her early game progress, because Bel'Veth is one of the strongest jungle picks in this meta at all. She can basically 1v1 any jungler level 1. So you want to think, okay, maybe we can look for an invade after like 3 camps or 2 camps, or even a late invade. So I think like some things you can do, for example, just to show it quickly. If you late invade and you can set it up and you get the information, you can like go for the raptors at level 1. You clear them as Bel'Veth in like 5 seconds. Then you can, depending on what the enemy team does, you can even do the red. Then you go to your raptors, then you go to your crux, and then you finish your red buff. And then you can contest the crab wherever it's spawned, wherever you want to contest it. You have mid lane push because you have Orianna. Orianna much stronger than Sylas early game. And then the raptors are going to respawn again, and you can go for the raptors again. This is like something you can do. Another thing, maybe you can go for like a free camp and then you can invade. These are like some options you can think about. But you don't really want to just full clear and do nothing, but then Jarvan is just a much better champion. So we are going to look at what C9 does. So he starts at his own raptors. They didn't get any information early game. They have no ward placed in the T1 jungle. So not a good start, to be honest. Not a good start. We're going to skip ahead a bit. He does 3 camps. Jarvan does his 3 topside camps. And yeah, not really that impressive so far. They don't do anything with the pick. And now we see Blabber invades blindly the top side of T1 without any vision. This is already, I think, really bad. He wants to do it maybe because his top lane is push, but this is such a flip play. You don't have any info, you don't have anything, and yeah, it just loses you a lot of time. You don't cycle your camps correctly now, and you are just late on everything. So this is already really bad. Also, just to get back at it really quickly, if you want to do something like that, then Eminus has to push the first 2 waves, and it has to, so he can join like this kind of play. But he doesn't do that. He also, I don't know what he does, he maybe like 4-wave crash or something, so that doesn't sync up at all with his jungle if they were to do something like that. So already not a good start, to be honest. Not a good start at all. And yeah, now Jarvan is just ahead in tempo already, and he's really happy. And the Bel'Veth didn't do anything so far. So we can go forward a little bit. Eminus crashes the 4th wave. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of what you expect from Orianna versus Sylas, in the case that he has Scorch, he has Airy, he has Biscuits, he has full early game runes. He can't lose lane early versus Sylas. But he should use that to get a favorable recall. Interesting play by carrier, doesn't work. And yeah, now top camps are respawning, and now it gets really interesting. Oh, what's with my cam? Hello? Okay. Yeah, so now we can see Blabber is already behind. Like now he full cleared, his camps are not perfectly in sync. So he wants to clear them instantly now. But the problem is top lane is bouncing and mid lane is bouncing, and Eminus didn't use this window to recall. He had such a good state before. After 4 waves he should 4 waves and then crash and then crash and then base. If he can do much more to Faker under turret, which apparently he couldn't do. So just base. I don't know what he's doing right now. If you look at the minimap, like he's not doing anything. He's just last hitting the minions under turret. He should TP already. But he's just standing there, and this is already really bad, and T1 sees that. So now Faker is much stronger, in a much better position. Top lane has the wave pushed in, and they can go for like some kind of invade here, and do a lot of trouble. And yeah, this is mainly MNS's fault. If MNS plays the lane correctly here, they can't do this. Now they got the Raptors and they can even go for more because of the topside push. And MNS is still just last hitting minions and a turret. I think this is so bad. And yeah, we can see Owner can just do whatever he wants. Mainly because of mid lane, top lane, I think Fudge can't really do much in this matchup in this kind of position. So yeah, mainly mid lane fault. Interesting try by Carrier, doesn't quite work. And yeah, now also the problem after the invade is, or with the invade already, there is the threat for the dive. So we can think about this already much ahead, especially as the mid laner. And MNS, he recoils now, it's so late, it's really so late. He should have TP'd, as I said, after 4 waves, or even then he should find like a timer here to just instantly clear the wave with everything he has and then TP so he can actually do something in lane. But now Faker has permanently pushed and can move everywhere he wants, even though this matchup he shouldn't be allowed to. And now they threaten the dive. Also, maybe one little thing here, we can see MNS instantly TPs. I think if you're a good mid laner, you hold your TP a little bit and you wait and you look, okay, maybe I can TP top because they know the dive is coming. Yeah, but he just instantly TPs mid lane to like play for himself, I guess. And Faker can move again for the dive. They don't even need him, but yeah. But yeah, it's like he has complete lane control in a matchup he should never have. So this is really bad, and now Fudge is in a lot of trouble. MNS, I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. Like, he could have used this time to maybe try to push the wave so they can actually do something after that. Like right now we can see Blabber wants to punish this and like invade the Raptors, but this timer is really off because the bar just recalled, and also like MNS didn't push the wave in when Faker was like standing there. So I don't know, this is just not a play that's going to happen. I don't know what the communication is between Blabber and MNS, but it's clearly not there. Like, this is not possible like this. I think even if MNS pushes and they do this doesn't work. But I mean, there should be the intent, we should see the intent there that they play together, but they don't. So yeah, not optimal. MNS is just chilling mid lane and last hitting, or I guess trying to last it if we look at the cannon miss here. And yeah, like quite a sad performance. Quite a sad performance so far. So now also the dragon is a thing. Okay, he is going to lose his flash. I mean, this can happen. He can think that maybe Rumble record or something. So I mean, okay, it happens. So now they lose Dragon. They know they can't contest it because bot lane has push and MNS didn't do anything mid. So yeah, what do we think about now? We think about the next thing that's up. That's going to be the Herald. Okay, I'm not going to type everything, but Herald is up. And second, the top side. The top side camps are respawning. So this is the next thing that's really going to matter, and that's really important. So I'm really talking a lot about MNS, but he was really one of the biggest problems in this match. So right now he should already think about how he can help his team in this kind of situations. But all he's doing is like last sitting under turret or something. I think he could have maybe, in the time Faker went for the dragon, he could have probably cleared the minions and found a recoil there. But he doesn't, he's just, we can't really see it only on the minimap, but yeah, he's just chilling. And now Faker gets the first recall, even though he had to help a dragon, and MNS is still in lane. So this is already again a problem, and Faker is again in a better position to help his team. Now, the next thing, I saw this, I was really, I don't know what's going on, sadly we can't see it, but now he has to just clear the minions as fast as possible, so you can recall somewhat the same time as Faker and then be on the map. But it takes so long. If we just look at, like, we can count right now, like he could clear these three, there were like 3 minions there, and recall, or if he wants the next wave, he can do it now. So it's like 6:57. Let's look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, takes so long. He plays like a ward bot side, he's scared of something. I think 10 seconds already gone. Wave still not cleared. 13 seconds, 14 seconds. It takes like 14 seconds for him to clear this wave because he's last sitting. If you look at his mana bar, it's not moving quickly. As Orianna, you clear the wave in like 5 seconds if you want. So he was scared of Jarvan, I guess, because like he has no flash or something. But you have to play with a bit of confidence here that Jarvan can't be there. You also know that it's not really that much of a threat because you have the Jax moving from top side, and you have okay, now you can see, and also Rakan and Bel'Veth are like moving there. So there's not much threat. Just push the wave in as fast as possible. So you are there for the next cycle of top lane camps and the Herald, which is spawning, which is really important for Bel'Veth. But he's just last sitting. Like we can look at his mana bar. It's going really slowly, really slowly. He's not fast pushing it. And it's just all really slow. Now he recalls, and now already like his timer is really off. We can go forward a little bit. And now we can see, like, this is again, like, it's a deja vu a bit. It's really, they have top push again, they have mid lane push again. He's just now walking back to mid lane, and they can invade again. It's mainly, again, mid lane problem. I think it's really frustrating to watch, to be honest. Like, I watched it 2 times now, and it just gets more frustrating. They can even threaten top lane dive again, maybe. And he's just stuck under turret and last sticking his minions. So yeah, they decide to not dive this time, which I think is the correct decision. They try to go for Herald, and yeah, Orianna's still trying to push in the mid lane wave. They realize Herald, this is somewhat, I think now the decision is, okay, can we contest the Herald? So T1 backs off because they know Rakan is already here, he is faster. But the problem is, if we look at the items, Rumble much stronger than Jax, like he has a big item advantage. Even Jarvan has like Ruby Crystal and the finished item above. Mid lane is same items, and the biggest thing, the biggest thing is Bard is late, but he will have 6. He will have 6 earlier because of his passive, and also because he stayed longer in the lane. So this will be a really difficult fight, so they have to rush it right now, or they can contest it. But yeah, it's all a bit slow, and they don't start it because it's too late, or they think it's too late. And now I think the whole play just doesn't work, and it's going to be really difficult. Like there are some options, like you can decide, okay, we won't be able to contest against the item advantage against the level 6 by T1. So we go for their bot side jungle, we invade this, and then we zone Xayah off from the minions. This is kind of a trade-off. It's not optimal because with Bel'Veth you always want your Herald, but I think it would have been maybe the smarter decision. And yeah, but they decide against it. They want to 4v4, and as I said, with the items it's a bit difficult. It's really difficult. And Sylas gets pushed again mid lane. Rakan is there first, but he's not level 6, so he's not as strong as he should be. With level 6 maybe there's more of an opportunity, but without it's really difficult, and they just get wiped. And also again we can see like Faker would have been the first to move if the fight was prolonged or a bit longer or anything like that. And yeah, now the game is basically over. They get the Herald. Xayah could just farm and chill, and they are quite far behind. Yeah, they are 3k behind. And now, if you watch this game normally, you would think, Fudge is so bad, like he got dove 2 times, like behind and couldn't do anything. But it's just a bad pick, to be honest. And so it's really hard with the situations in mid lane also to play for him. And if you really just don't watch a bit more deeply in this game, you would even think like, oh, Eminence is doing well, he's like 10 CS ahead, they are both 0-0, but in reality he does so many mistakes that cost his team like any kind of play they are going to make. So yeah, that was my review of the game. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a sub, leave anything, comments, whatever you feel like, and I will see you on the next video.